I hate slogans, I hate talking loud. That's why I like this movie. It's very subtle. I like depth, I like not to shout, but to, as Rumi, there's a verse of Rumi that says, it's not the thunder that makes the flowers grow, but the rain.
Who is Selma, your character in Our Blues?
Selma is a psychologist, born in Tunisia, leaves Tunisia when she's 10, goes to Paris, and then decides to come back to help people and with her work. And also she believes there is a lot of psychologists in Paris, as we all know, it's true. But at the same time that she wants to help people, I think she's the one at the end that she's being helped by her patients, the country, just being there. She learns a lot of things and somehow opens up. So when she arrives, she's a different character than when she leaves.
What does the movie say about the role of women in Tunisia and in the Middle East?
When you see a movie from Tunisia, a Muslim country, you always expect something political or always expect something, manifestations of this right or that right or this oppression or that oppression, which this movie, it's mostly about banal human lives that can happen everywhere. The funny thing is, what you see in the movie, women are much more perhaps stronger than the men of the movie. The men are all having meltdowns and everything, and the women are there holding it together. With humor, there's a lot of humor.
I know you don't like to consider yourself an activist, but you did some pretty bold statement too.
Yeah, well, the thing is, whatever I did became an act of something, which I wasn't really, it wasn't intentional. It was just, and this was since I was a child, it was like that. Everything I was doing was a bit of a provocation in it or rebellious because I don't like frames, I don't like boxes. Anything that would separate, put lines, I am this, you are that, or all these me, you, I don't like it. So it becomes kind of a activism, which is not. I just care about I have some personal things that I care about, and it became like that. But I hate slogans, I hate talking loud. That's why I like this movie. It's very subtle. I like depth, I like not to shout, but to, as Rumi, there's a verse of Rumi that says, it's not the thunder that makes the flowers grow, but the rain. So.
Did you regret to shoot that video for the César?
Even when I was doing the photo shoot, I had nothing in my mind, but I had many things in my subconscious. And all that subconscious, all that things that I was living throughout my life, my friends, they were all pushing me towards something that I always feel like a vessel. It's so intuitive with no thoughts. I don't have a mind behind it. Well, the video for the César and the photo shoot, there was some months of time between them, and then the photos came out 2 years after, which is crazy because I wasn't in the same field, energetic and frequency field. I was more, when I took the photos, I was in one space, and when they came out, I was in another. I was more vulnerable. But it was needed probably, because now in time I can see that even it became something that was absolutely needed. But of course it was coming from the core of my DNA and my mother and grandmother and from my ancestor. It was an ancestral act. I always feel like, what is this body you men are afraid of? What is it that threatens you in this vulnerable body? And what is it that you should put so much oppression and pressure on it? Why? What are you afraid of? So look at it, look at it. Is there a problem? But these are all things that I thought after. I wasn't thinking of any of this when I was taking the photos.